The Presidential Commission of Inquiry that probed the 2019 April 21st attacks has recommended that its report be handed over to the Attorney General by the President. This recommendation has been made, citing that it would facilitate in taking legal action against the relevant officials for failing to prevent the attacks and from discharging their duties. The report has held several officials responsible for the attacks based on evidence that was produced before the Presidential Commission of Inquiry. Former President Maithripala Sirisena, who served as Defence Minister and also as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, has been identified among the responsible individuals. Former Police Chief Pujit Jayasundara, former Defence Secretary Hemasiri Fernando, former Chief of National Intelligence Sisira Mendis, and former State Intelligence Service Director Nilantha Jayawardena were identified among the responsible officials. The Commission has recommended the Attorney General to file cases under the Code of Criminal Procedure against former Defence Secretary Hemasiri Fernando, former Chief of National Intelligence Sisira Mendis, and former State Intelligence Service Director Nilantha Jayawardena for committing offences under the Penal Code. The report also insisted that the Defence Ministry must always be vested with the President, while calling for constitutional provisions that require the President to mandatorily appoint an acting Defence Minister during his or her absence. On the same lines, the Commission has recommended that all powers of the President relating to his capacity as Defence Minister must be vested with the acting Defence Minister, including the power to summon meetings of the National Security Council. Meanwhile, the Presidential Commission has also recommended that Sri Lanka must strengthen its ports and airports to prevent the trafficking of weapons and explosives. Another recommendation made by the Commission is to appoint a High Court dedicated to hearing cases relating to the April 21st attacks, terrorism and criminal cases, and to provide special security and training for the judges of the court. The report adds that the High Court must hear these cases daily.